22-year-old soldier on Staten Island says he feels betrayed by the United States after ICE agents took his stepfather into custody earlier this week.
He says his stepfather has no criminal record, and now the U.S. soldier is reaching out to fellow service members and his community as he begs for his stepfather's release.
Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles is live in Port Richmond with the story. Darla.
Well, Liz and David, the soldier feels betrayed, and so do some of the neighbors we've spoken to here in Port Richmond, Staten Island. This father, he's been in the country for about 2 decades, and they say that he's contributed meaningfully to this community. He was actually at the soldier's graduation on an Army base out of state, but it wasn't until he returned to the streets of Staten Island that he was arrested by the federal government. This is the long, prideful embrace between a father and son back in April, the day this 22-year-old from Staten Island graduated from basic training for the National Guard. Since then, times have changed.
My stepfather, who has raised me for as long as I can remember, and who I consider my true father, was taken into ICE custody while on his way to work. Early that morning.
That was Tuesday morning around 6:30 when the 41-year-old father of 5 from Mexico was arrested by ICE near the intersection of Castleton and Herberton Avenues.
My sister called me crying to tell me what had happened. In that moment, I felt shock, anger, and disbelief. How could this happen to my father in the same country I proudly serve?
The National Guardsman speaking out Thursday morning, surrounded by support at the La Colmena office in Port Richmond. That's a nonprofit community organization that provides resources for immigrants.
Said there's other families that are going through this and many families that will go through this, you know. So I just want to know that their voice is also important, you know, and just like everyone's here to hear my story, you know, I want everyone else to come forward with their story.
Jesus confirms that his father is undocumented with legal proceedings pending, but says he also has no criminal record.
What's happening at this moment is that ICE is not targeting so-called criminals. ICE is targeting the hardworking mother, the hardworking father.
And we've reached out to ICE to get information regarding this particular arrest. The turnaround time for these information requests typically takes a day or two. Meanwhile, regarding to Jesus, he says he does not regret his decision to join the armed forces. He would do it any time again. He just wants his family back together. Reporting live in Port Richmond, Darla Miles, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.